What's up guys, Believer Barber back with another station review. I want to show you guys what tools I'm using now. It's been at least a year or two since I did a station update. So I'm going to show you guys what tools I'm using, what products I'm using, so that way you can see how I'm getting my work done every single day. So I'm currently in the middle of resetting my station. I'm trying a bunch of products out right now. So my station isn't exactly set up how I normally keep it set up. So right now I'm going to show you what I'm using today, but I'm also going to show you the clippers that I've been using for the last several years. Just because I'm not using them today doesn't mean that these trial products are not going to go in the clipper graveyard, and I'm going to bring these things back out. The first thing I'm pulling out of the clipper graveyard that has only been replaced for just a moment is the Wall Senior. This is the same clipper that I've had for, I believe, 4 years now. I've got the PDF blade on, pretty used up. But this is old trusty right here. This thing goes through bulk still like nothing that I've ever had before, and it's still going. So got the Babyless Pro. You can see that this trimmer doesn't even have the ink on it still. I've used it so much. This has been my main go-to ever since it dropped. I've been using it for balding out, cutting crispy edge ups. This thing has not failed me. I put it away so I could test out some new products just for the moment, but this thing right here, solid. Then obviously I think the whole industry knows this is a classic. It's one of the most powerful trimmers on the market. I really believe when this trimmer was released, they set a new standard for what was acceptable for what we were going to take. They put a lot of work into this trimmer, and this thing is faithful. I know if none of this stuff works out that I'm using right now, these are going to go right back. I've been working for a long time with my Stylecraft Rebel. I really like the way that it cuts. I like the way that it fades. I like that it's lightweight. And this wanted to replace my Senior. The only reason why this clipper didn't replace my Senior is because the Senior, again, cuts through bulk like nobody's business. Never seen anything like it. But this thing changed the game. Lightweight, compact, ergonomic, click lever. This is my first click lever clipper that I was actually able to use. It's got the Fusion blade on it, but this thing has not failed me yet. This is the Gamma X Ergo. A lot of people love this clipper for a lot of reasons. The reason why I love this clipper is different from everybody else. I don't do a lot of hair cutting. I don't do a lot of fading with this clipper. What I do with this is a lot of beard trims and a lot of beard sculpting. This clipper is literally set aside for beard sculpting, and it's because of its namesake, for ergonomics. This has an ergonomic to where I can get where I need to go like no other clipper has ever provided me the ability to do before. Just this bend in it right here, it just really helps me get up under the neck. It's strong, so pretty much that's why I'm using this. It's my main clipper specifically for beards. That's it. I'm currently in the middle of a trial of the Stylecraft Instincts, the adjustable clipper, as well as the trimmer. I like both of these a lot right now. I'm only about a week in, but these things do have a place on my station as of right now. I keep mine with the loose lever. I didn't use the stretch bracket. I like it with the floating lever, no stretch bracket. I'm also currently reviewing the Stylecraft Saber. These are the same trimmer, just different colors. However, it's just like with every other clipper, every other trimmer, I do have a preference on which one I use for which, but these definitely brought the industry another step forward with what they were doing with these trimmers. I'm really enjoying these a lot. They've got a place on my station. They're not going anywhere. I've been with my Babyless Pro shavers for ever since they came out. This is the best shaver in the game as far as I'm concerned. Nothing else tops it. A close second, Stylecraft Rebel shaver. I'm really enjoying this shaver. It's lightweight and it's very powerful. It's not as powerful as the Babyless, but I like that it's lighter weight. It seems to be easier around the tapers. There's just something about it that sometimes I just like to switch up. Sometimes I like the heavy one, sometimes I like the light one. These things both never die. They're just, I mean, you can't go wrong with either one of these. I keep my Unos for above the mustache and for temple tapers. This is really great. It's like a $50 shaver. It works great. I wouldn't use it for a whole lot of stuff, but I do like it for here and here. It's effective, it works. All right, for my shears, I have a brand called Ken Miller. Ken Miller is a local barber from Knoxville, Tennessee. He's a barber instructor that just retired from the Master Academy of Barbering. Ken consulted a lot of really great barbers in the construction of his shears. These are great shears. I've not had any problem with these. I would say that they're comparable to fresh shears based on my experience with other people who have had fresh shears. I've tried fresh shears. These are great. These are my workhorses, my 5.5s. They're just great shears. When I first came into the industry, Hanzo duped me, and I spent like a couple $1,000s on their shears. I'm not saying that they're bad, I'm just saying they're not worth what they're charging. But I do have the 42Ts that are fully functional shears. They work great, they're just too expensive. but because I bought them early on, I've kept them. They've lasted me for, I guess, about 6 or 7 years now. Also have from Hanzo the 13Ts. I use these for not much, but they kind of still like live on my station. For my guards, I used to rock with the Wall Premium guard, but when Babyliss silently started putting these in their clippers, I found them, used them, and I was converted. Now, after they did these, Babyliss went to a premium guard. I don't like the premiums. I like the metal click, but there's something about the texture that I don't like. So I'm sticking with the old, classic, old faithful, practical, plastic Babyliss guard, but I only use it for certain textures. I use them for a lot of straight hair, but for curly haired clients, I like to use the Gamma guards. And I've been using Gamma guards ever since I got my Rebel. You can put these on walls. They pretty much go on every clipper. So these things are coming up everywhere. I got mine off a local barber supply. This is just a good thing to have for your service. When clients see things like this and they get sprayed instead of wiped, they realize, like, I like this. This is different. It sets you apart. So don't hesitate. I think I spent like 20 bucks on this. Huge deal, great investment. Almost forgot on the clippers. I definitely have my Octane. I usually set my box graduation with clipper over comb rather than shears. And so I just grab my clipper comb, go straight in with this, and it's over. Speaking of clipper combs, this is my favorite clipper comb. This is a Kenny Duncan clipper comb made by, I forget who made it, but I got this thing 8 years ago and I couldn't find it anymore. Then they started reproducing them. I'm gonna tell you, the reproductions are not the same as the original. This has a different texture, it functions the same, it doesn't pick up the hair the same. This original is my clipper comb. For all my combs, I'm using YS Park. There's something about the texture, the way that they work, the way that they feel. They just give you the ability to do exact parts. The spine of the combs are really great for sectioning, for pulling the hair. I love how they have different separations of the teeth, so that way you can adjust your tension accordingly. Or if you want to pick up a huge bulk group of hair, you can get one of these. They've all got different numbers. And I just did a video on combs a little while back. I'll put the link up here. If you want to see about all my combs, specifically only combs, you can check this out. When it comes to blow drying, I use my Denman vent brush. This is pretty much exclusively all I use. If I'm blow drying and styling, I use my uppercut round brush. These are pretty much the only two brushes that I use with a blow dryer. And since we're talking about blow dryers, I've been on this Gamma XL since it dropped. And I gotta be honest with you guys, in my shop, there's a lot of people whose Dysons are going dead. I've had this for a couple years. This thing ain't going dead. I love the shape of it. I love that it's light. I love that you can hold it different ways. I mean, this thing is super light. Listen to it. Hollywood Cuts Barbershop. No, you don't have to make an appointment. When were you hoping to come in? Okay, I'll go ahead and block off a spot. Yes, sir. See you soon. Bye. Cool. Turn it on. Listen. But check this out. What I really like about this is that after you've been using it, it takes in the intake from the back. You turn it off. It's got a reverse function that you can hold this and it'll blow out the back. Keeps this nice and clean. I use my Andis Cool Care, my level 3 aftershave, but I've replaced this with the Marmot aftershave. I really like the Marmot aftershaves. They've got just such a wide variety of different scents you can use, but I like this sprayer. I use the Victory Crown spray for texturizing, it's kind of like the powder, but when you spray it in, it just kind of absorbs some of the moisture. It gives like a dry, clean look, but it's not as heavy as, say, a clay pomade or something like that. I love my Victory Primer. I'll put this in right before I blow dry, and as I'm blow drying, it kind of protects the hair, but it also kind of asks the hair to do what I'm asking it to do better. It kind of is a very, very light hold as I'm blow drying, and so that way, usually I cut the top of the hair before I fade the sides. So I'll cut the top, spray this, blow dry the top into place so I can fade the sides into the top of the haircut the way I want it to look. Since moving to Florida, everybody has some type of enhancement. People want enhancements here, so you're gonna give the people what they want. If you're not, then you need to understand the service aspect of cutting hair. But we use the Red by Kiss Temptation just because it's easy. I've always struggled to clean the guns, to clean the air compressors, to clean, the airbrush guns. It's been hard for me. I never want to clean them. These are about $13 a piece. These are about $10 a piece. You can spray it, it goes on, it works for me. However, with these, sometimes you get bad cans and it's a complete waste of money. So you gotta decide if it's something you wanna use. Maybe I'll do a review on it later. Shave gel that I use, 245. This is the Tennessee Barber Expo edition. If I'm gonna use a pomade right now, what I'm on is Victory Crown. Got the clay, got the pomade and the paste. I am a glove barber, really susceptible to hair splinters, so I keep a pair of gloves at the station. So sometimes there are products that I don't really have a preference of. Right now, I've got 3 different styling powders. I've got the Statement, I've got Slick Gorilla, and I've got the Level 3. The most important thing for me really is the caps. What's the distribution like? Because a lot of these, they pour out too much is the biggest issue. So right now, my favorite cap for one of these powders is the one that comes with the Level 3. So that's it, guys. That's pretty much my station. Those are the products. Those are the tools that I'm using right now. Hope you guys found this helpful. Listen, guys, if you want to buy any of the Gamma or the Stylecraft products that are on my station, just go to gamma or stylecraftus.com and type into the code BBarber to receive a 10% discount code. As of right now, those are the only discount codes that I have for any of the products that I have, but all these are good. Also, please let me know in the comments if you have any of these products. I like these. It basically makes the uniform simple for me. I wear whatever shirt I want to under it. I come in every day, but I've got this one, I've got the white one, I've got the tan one. And so every day I can still look different, but I can look professional. These smocks help me feel set apart, so that's what I wear. I hope you guys have enjoyed this review. If you guys use any of these products, or if you have any great alternatives to products like these, please put them in the comments so we can know what you're using and how they're working for you. Also, if you haven't, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so that way you can get notifications, as I am producing more videos now because there's a grace to do it. I don't know if you guys know this, I don't do this for followers or likes. I do it because there's a grace to do it and because I enjoy producing the content. So, hope you guys have enjoyed this. Let me know if there's anything that I can do for you. Hope you guys are blessed. Until next time, peace.